Dre, I picked Snoop because I mean my man wrote the Chronic, damn near.
Yeah.
Well, him and DOC, but yeah.
Oh yeah, him and DOC, but like
Death Row.
Doggy Style, and you know he's Snoop, like you know, like he probably can't get busy like he used to get busy, but you know it's still Snoop.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, I was gonna say it's still Snoop at the end of the day, like he's still a pillar in hip hop. You know, and not saying Bun B isn't, but you know Snoop. You know, so I definitely want to see.
I mean, you know, Doggy Style in third grade, walking around getting that tape from the wall. You know, one of them albums that got me into hip hop to begin with. So you know, I had to give props to.
The Dog Father. All right, man. We sliding up on the Midnight Marauders board. So we're looking at 4 and 13. Andre and Kanye, man. Interesting one.
It was an interesting matchup, but I think
I took 3. My fault. Go ahead.
yeah, I was like, well, 3 stacks all the way,
easily.
And Kanye's kind of, and I'll explain my feelings on it. I mean, he should be on the list, and he shouldn't be on the list at the same time. I mean, we're talking about MCing, but he was one of the first, at least mainstream rappers that we kind of found out that he had a lot of co-writers. You know, whether it was with Rhymefest, Common, Consequence later with, you know, Pusher, and everything else. So when Shy, of course, is absolutely. So when I kind of factor those things, it almost seemed like the easy Dr. Dre, like, yeah, you did a lot of body work as a producer and the face of the rapper, but are you elite MC? And I'm like, you going against 3 stacks? I'm like, to me, that is a MC almost in its purest form that you could think of. Mm-hmm. You know, so to me, though, I mean, the internet, especially younger fans, might be like, well, Kanye got this, and they're not factoring that in, because obviously, if they were factoring in, that's why they want Drake in there.
Right.
You know, so, right. But, you know, to me, it was a no-brainer with, you know, Andre.
Well, I mean, it's interesting. Now, this is just a Facebook poll, because our Twitter poll is totally different. But we got Kanye's at 14%, Andre's at 86%. So it's interesting. Wow. Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be a little closer.
Yeah,
but
I've been checking it. It has been. It was almost like 30-40. It's been like zeroing out, bottoming out, I should say. Mm-hmm. But this was a tough one for me because I went for everything. So like Kanye, to me, he's one of the few artists that has like a 3-album classic layout.
Mm-hmm. No, I wanted to do that.
Undeniable. Yeah. And I would go to say now this is where it gets a little dicey. I say my Dr. Twist Fantasy is a modern day classic. Mm-hmm. If you let a lot of younger cats love that album, you know what I'm saying. And I had to kind of I had to work with it. I had to like learn it and listen to it. So in my mind, he's got about at least 4 classics. Outkast has got 4 or 5. So it's like
And 3 Stacks is just a lyrical god. Like he's amazing. Like he's had cadences and flow patterns that I've never heard from any other MC. And just his mind, he's got a great hip hop mind. Like, and I love Kanye. Kanye was like my favorite rapper up until like the crazy album with the red tape. I can't think of it. Yeezus. He's like my favorite.
You like that?
No, I hated it.
I'm about to say that.
No, I hated it. But I like, people that know me know I love Kanye. I love what he stood for. And then, he started, he started deviating, and whatever the cause may be. But
Kim K.
Yeah, Kim K. But 3 Stacks stayed consistent, and lyrically, he may not have an album out, but any remix that he gets on, he's gonna kill. He's gonna burn it down.
Yeah. All right, man. So sliding over. Frederick, if you want to comment on that one, it's up to you, brother.
What's that? Sorry. Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye, Andre.
Yeah. Those first 3 albums, I was down with, but that dude's a nut, and I went with Andre. I couldn't even touch that.
All right, so this may be the most interesting first round matchup in the 413. We got Redman and we got Jadakiss. This was getting a lot of buzz on the internet, man. I personally had to go Redman One of my first favorite MCs, you know, from a kid. But I mean, Jadakiss is goddamn nasty, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at whoever wins, whoever comes out.
Yeah, everyone's, you know, can't really question it. Me personally, saying where I went with Redman. I think when we look at his body of work and, you know, there's a lyricism of it. And Luda was on Twitter talking about when people like, he said straight, he said, there's no Redman, he said, there's no me.
Right. Eminem, there's no Eminem either.
There's no Eminem. Yeah, a lot of them seasons, but we think about Luda, like, you know, he had the animated rhyme schemes, what Redman was doing at an early age, and he kind of got like hated on at the time. Because remember, when Redman first came out, he was like strictly hardcore.
Right.
Hip hop, you know, streets. And then around like Muddy Waters,
a little more humorous.
You know, he started adding more humor come out, because even Biggie came out like, yo, I don't want to hear that goofy stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think he added an extra layer, you know, within hip hop itself. So I mean, and I like Kiss, but to me, Kiss has always been a love-hate relationship where, like,
you don't got the albums.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got the albums.
Like any mixtape, you know, whatever. But when it came to albums, I mean, 1 or 2 albums. Everything else to me was just like wishy-washy. Like Kiss was one of those MCs, and Fabulous kinds of falls in the same lane where they try to please everybody versus saying, "Here's my strength. Here's where I'm going to project myself," and here's exactly what I'm doing. Where Royce was kind of doing the same thing in the early stage. Now he's like, "No, this is who I am."
Right.
You gonna accept that or not, and then you can see now he's really showing what he's capable of doing.
Right
here.
Look, I took Red and Kiss is within my top 10, definitely my top 7 rappers. But I took Red only because when I listen to Red, I feel like I know Red. Yeah. You know, you listen to Kiss, you don't know nothing about Kiss. Yeah, the only song that you get deep into is "Feel Me" and "Still Feel Me." That's it. That's it. We talking like 20 plus years of hip hop.
An original.
Yeah. 20 plus years of hip hop. That's all you know about Kiss, and it's like that's cool. But you know, I would like to hear it, even if it's, you know, you ain't go through much. You know, make up something like the rest of these rappers do. You know, but I definitely took Red.
Reggie.
Yeah, I took Red on that one.
Word. So we go 5 to 12. 5 and 12 seeds. We got Ghostface going against B Real from Cypress Hill. I'm gonna just say, spoiler alert, I got Ghostface going very far in this tournament. Very far.
Yeah, so this one was a tough one for me. I only did the first round. I haven't gone. I was waiting to get the first round done, and then I'm gonna go on. But for me, Be Real, Black Sunday, Cypress Hill, that was like a staple growing up. But it couldn't really knock, you know, all the contributions Ghostface did, both in Blue and on the solo project. So unfortunately, Be Real had to go out early for me. But you know, it is what it is. I couldn't just give him, you know, just because of my, you know, what it meant to me in childhood. I had to go to the whole as a complete totality of his body of work, and Ghostface just has that going.
Word, and this is for you in particular, bro, because you are a heavy Cypress Hill fan and you're a heavy Wu-Tang fan. So this is like splitting your insides out.
Yeah. It is a tough one. I mean, I will say this: I've seen Cypress Hill live numerous times, and the shows are just phenomenal. Not to say that Wu's not, but like, you know, if you go, like for me, when the last few times I've seen Wu were at Rock the Bells, and it was just such a big, you know, event. Whereas, you know, the last few times I've seen Cypress was at like TLA, and it's like much more like you're a part of it. I mean, and he's, you know, Be Real brings it. But you know, I went with Ghostface, and you know, Be Real will rap another day.
So y'all.
I mean, I won't Ghost, but I think people don't realize how dope Be Real is. You know, this, you know, phenomenal West Coast. Remember, a lot of people thought they were East Coast when they first came out because Cypress Hill, everything more like
PE sound.
Yeah. And that's who he was influenced by. You know, Public Enemy. So I personally never seen Cypress Hill live, but I saw Prophets of Rage, which, you know, was Chuck D, Be Real, members of Rage Against the Machine. So seeing him performing live and everything, you know, the cadence and everything that he has. But I mean, I couldn't go against Tony. You know what I mean? I had to go Starks with this one here.
Yeah, I went with Ghost just because it's Ghost. Like that just ain't enough. You know, and it's
Tony, Iron Man.
Yeah,
Tony Starks.
Just his legacy alone. Like, I know a little bit about B Real, not enough, but enough that I know, like, Ghostface. But in any still, again, he's one of those MCs now that can give you 16 and they still get busy. And he part of the Wu. Like, so they got body all the way. So you can't. I can't go against that.
Word up. We'll slide down to the next 5 seed, 512, and that's Method Man and Evidence. Federico, you already kind of spoke on this one earlier. I think Evidence has got a longer. His longevity as a solo artist is longer than Method Man's.
Oh, you're talking about Method Man? Well, yeah, solo wise, yeah.
Solo wise, but you go against that Wu-Tang history.
Yeah. And plus, you got to figure it's hard to beat the Red and Meth albums too.
It's hard to beat that.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat.
Yeah. I mean, The Cow was another one of them albums that just as a kid was always on repeat for me. Evidence with Dilated and all that. But one of the things I found out on Eb's new album, he's starting to sound very similar every single album. And for me, Method Man, has had some more differences in his approach and the work he's done. So I ended up going with Meth, but another one back to back, heartbreakers. Because I am an Evidence fan, but Wu-Tang and all that, just keep on going.
A good way to look at this, because it's like hard to like do these selections, but a good way to look at it is like at their peak prime, how strong were they? You know what I mean? And Evidence is more like a steady flow of water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very consistent.
Very consistent. But Method Man like had a huge peak to where he outrun Biggie on his own album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why he is a 5 seed.
Yeah.
I think he's well suited at that number 5 spot.
Yeah, I think that's respectable.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, I mean, the Wu just... Method Man was like the star of the Wu with ODB, but like, I mean, they just was dripping with flavor. Like, he just
and hit you all angles.
Always.
You wanted the street stuff, you wanted the storytelling,
right,
you wanted the science, you wanted ignorant, you got it all.
Yeah, he got it all. And he got the humor. He make you laugh, funny shit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we'll slide over to the other side of the board. We're on our 5 and 12s. So the 5th spot is Kendrick Lamar going against Big Boy, Outkast. Very good one, man. This is like the father versus the son right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what the Facebooks is saying about this one.
Should already know.
Yeah, 69 Kendrick, 31 Big Boy.
I'm not mad at it, but I still had to give it to Big Boy just because it's not even so much I'm going based off the Outkast albums because I mean that's the strongest base. But Big Boy has 3 phenomenal solo albums.
That's true.
That I don't think people realize is because to me, it's almost like he's in the wrong place, wrong time type deal. But like, Big Boy hasn't fallen off for nothing.
Yeah.
For nothing, and it's almost and I kind of I'm almost surprised the voice guy. I want them to actually do a song one day, but like Big Boy, it's effortlessly. Like he just goes in, boom, and like as much as I love Kendrick and arguably 10, 15 years down the road, we might be talking about him in the top 5, potentially here. But I couldn't see myself going over Big Boy at this point. I think it was another matchup for Kendrick. Mm-hmm. I probably would have it going through, but I couldn't have him bypassing Big Boy in this sense here.
I kind of feel ashamed because I'm
don't be ashamed, brother.
I'm with all this hip hop knowledge, but I did go with Kendrick, and Kendrick in my generation, Kendrick is a stretch to say, but he's kind of like our Tupac in a sense. At least somebody that is mainstream, that's spitting conscious. There's only one other person, and he didn't make the list. But it's hard for me to choose it because I know Big Boy can rap, you know, and he's just next to one of the greatest